Frosinone Calcio has spent a lot of time in Serie B and even C, but for the 23-24 season they were promoted to Serie A and sadly found their way immediately back down to Serie B. But we're going to take a look at a tactic today tested with Frosinone Calcio in the Serie A, and it did really well. So let's dive in and see how it does for our three teams. This one is called the GASP4 version 4. Again, it was tested with Frosinone in the Serie A. 82 points is where they got third place, a fantastic showing for a team that in real life was immediately relegated back down to Serie B. But we're going to take a look at it with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town. So with all that said, we're going to dive into the Premier League first and see how our teams did. Well, I have to say, in the last couple of months, this is the best side we've seen so far. Liverpool in first place, but not just first place, handily in first place by 9 points, 123 goals is crazy. Aston Villa in third is fantastic with 87 points and 90 goals. This definitely worked. Starting out with Liverpool's domestic cups, unfortunately they get to the Carabao Cup semi-finals. They lose out against Aston Villa in the away leg, but they get to the FA Cup semi-finals as well, and in extra times lose out to Manchester City. However, an unbeaten run in the Europa League sees them up into the Europa League final against AS Roma, handily winning 3-0. So overall, a pretty fantastic season. Sure, we've seen seasons that have gotten all 4 trophies, but 2 trophies and 2 semifinals is not bad. Squad-wise, plenty of green, which is what we love to see. Darwin Nunez with 32 goals, 25 for Salah, very well done. Assist 21 for Salah and Trent, and then average rating a 7.51 for Salah. Nunez with a 7.49, 7.45 for Kelleher as well, even though he's not playing much. Turning to Aston Villa, after beating Liverpool in the semi-finals, they get to the final. They beat Nottingham Forest 2-1 in extra time, interestingly enough. So that's a trophy. FA Cup final in penalties over Manchester City, that's another trophy. And let's just make it 3. After a single somewhat blemish in the semi-finals against Eintracht Frankfurt, they got to the Europa Conference League final, beating Fenerbahce 3-2. So yeah, this one worked like a charm. And this is what you like to see. Aston Villa really picking up some green there. 29 goals for Diaby and Watkins. Very well done. Assists 18 for Luis, 17 for Bailey. Average rating, you get a set. Wow. Well, Robin Olsen with 1 appearance, but 7.36 for Diaby. Wow. Data hub for Liverpool, through the roof attacking like you'd like to see. Dribbles as well, defensively not bad. Fouls against or fouls made per game is on the lower mark, but 3.24 goals per game is insane. Very well done. 0.82 conceded, 0.81 XG against. Aston Villa showing some strong attacking side as well. Goals per game just slightly down, as is the defensive pieces. 2.37 goals per game. That is definitely down from Liverpool, but 0.79 conceded is better, and 1.19 XG against. Premier League stats, Liverpool with 2.55 points per game, very well done there. Aston Villa with 2.29, also pretty nice. Liverpool in first, though, with 123 goals. Ouch. 90 goals for Aston Villa. That was a very attacking tactic right there. Liverpool in first with fewer shots against, 243. Aston Villa with 357. Most possession, Liverpool with only 50%. Most dribbles made, Liverpool in first with 714. Aston Villa in seventh with 642. And most shots for Liverpool with 750. Aston Villa in 603. But now with our Premier League teams doing so well, Ipswich must have too, right? Yeah, first place 110 points, 9 points over second place Southampton. Very well done, 108 goals. We have definitely seen a higher tally in goals, but still, that is the tops by a good margin. Now their domestic cup run is fairly impressive as well. Carabao Cup 4th round, they lose in penalties to Sunderland, and then the FA Cup quarterfinals is where they lose out to Man City 0-3. So overall, clearly the championship is where it's at, but quarterfinals of the FA Cup is pretty nice too. Squad-wise, they have a pretty nice sea of green themselves. 20 goals for Hurst, well done finally. 14 for West Burns, assists 11 for West Burns. Leif Davis only has 9, but average rating, West Burns with a 7.23. Championship stats, Ipswich in first clearly with 2.39 points per game. Most goals in first with 108. No one else getting even 100. Fewest shots against, 325. Most dribbles made in fourth with 834. And first place for most shots for with 841. So let us dive in and take a look at the tactic itself. We have a sweeper keeper in defend. inverted wingback on the left in support with a fullback in attack on the right, ball-playing defenders in the central spots in defend, a DM in support next to a segundo volante in attack, next to a winger in support, and an inside forward in attack. And just because people ask, they are marking the DL specifically. And then a pressing forward in support and an advanced forward in attack next to him. Balanced mentality, in possession, attacking with his narrow approach plays pass into space, underlap on the right, but focus play down the left and the right. Passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and invite the crosses. So overall, how did this do for our three teams? Well, it's good to see that everyone is back to their top present. I mean, it's very nice to see that everyone did really well with this tactic. Liverpool and Aston Villa, Ipswich Town, they're all up in the charts. I mean, Aston Villa, sure, we've seen them in second place. We've actually seen them in first, but 87 points, 90 goals is still pretty phenomenal. And Liverpool with 97 points, I've been saying long time that they've been getting first here and there, but it's only been like 80, 82 points or thereabouts, so it must have been a downturn in the league. This time, not so much. They clearly dominated. So this is definitely one to check out. But that is it for me, Savvy FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.